Hello rail fans, and welcome to French Fry Trains. Today we're going to be building our first 1:1 scale Philippines train here, and we're going to be building this 1:1 scale LRTA1 2G LRV 1100, and this was requested by train MCTNRG number 13 on YouTube, and this is what it looks like here. And we'll be learning how to do this whole train in this video here. So let's get right into the build now. And as you can see here, we have done this train before on our normal bigger full-scale builds with interiors that we do, but this time we'll be doing the smaller 1:1 scale here. So our first step is going to be to do the front wheels. So we're going to come up wherever you want your very front wheels to be. And we'll put a set of netherite wheels on each rail with an end rod axle. Then in front of it, at the front of the train, we need andesite slabs. And we're going to come on the upper hip box and put 3 coming forward up the middle. Then behind this, we're going to do a 3x3 of deep slate brick walls on the middle. Then put a dark oak bend skate on the middle of each side. Behind this, another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Then we're going to go to chiseled polished blackstone right behind it, 2 rows of 3. Then we're going to skip a block, and we're going to put 3 chiseled deep slate coming across. Right behind that, 2 rows of 3 smooth stone. Then we'll skip a block, and we'll put 2 rows of 3 lodestone. Directly behind that, a set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then a 3x3 of deep slate brick walls. Then another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Then, behind this, we'll do 2 rows of 3 lodestone. Then we'll skip a block, and we'll do 2 rows of 3 chiseled polished blackstone. Then we'll skip a block again and do 2 rows of 3 smooth stone. Then directly behind this, a set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Behind that, a 3x3 of deep slate brick walls. And behind that, a final set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Then we'll put a dark oak bend skate on the middle of each side of this truck. Then we need to come to the center truck and do the same thing. Then come to the very back here, and on the upper hip box of the middle, we're going to put 2 andesite slabs and then a polished deep slate slab on the end. Then we're going to take out a wither skeleton skull and put one on the sides of all 4 wheels right here. Come up to this middle truck, do the same thing. And then do the same thing on this front truck. And this will complete the base of our first cabin control car here. Now come on top of this very front slab, a yellow concrete with an acacia button on the front. Then a light gray concrete above it. Come behind here, 3 yellow concrete coming across sideways, 3 light gray above that. Then above this, we'll make a T shape of black concrete. Above that, we'll do a light gray concrete in the middle and an andesite wall on either side. Then we'll come down here, put a yellow stained glass pane on each side on bottom. Above it, a light gray stained glass pane on each side. Then above that, another light gray on each side. And finally, 3 light gray stained glass panes across the top. Then put a dark oak sign on this top middle here. Now we'll come on this bottom corner with a dark oak sign. And we're going to put a set of back-to-back brackets, a space, and another set of brackets. Do the same thing on the opposite side here. And then we're going to hit both of those signs with yellow dye and then a glow ink sac to represent the lights. Just like that. Then we'll come behind this on this second layer, and we're going to start filling this second layer 3 wide with light gray concrete and bringing it back. When we get to the middle of this center truck, we're going to leave this space open here and then start 3 wide with light gray concrete here and start bringing it back. We're going to bring it back to here and then one on the center of this andesite slab like that. Then we'll come back up front. So in this front corner, we're going to put 3 yellow concrete and a 2x2 of light gray. Then 6 yellow concrete. Then a 2x2 of light gray. And then yellow concrete to the back, where this gap is. Then just copy our pattern of yellow concrete directly across here. Then go to light gray and copy that. And then we're actually going to come through both sides and fill in all these gaps above the yellow concrete with light gray concrete on both sides. We'll be doing the windows later, so we don't need to worry about that right now. Then we'll come up top and fill this whole top 3 wide with light gray concrete to the back of this section. When we get right here, we're going to take polished deep slate walls, and we're just going to go all the way around this with walls. Then we need to do to the back section of this car. So we'll come on the bottom of each side here, do 3 yellow concrete. Then a 2x2 of light gray on each side in front of it. And fill in above it with light gray. Then, in front of this, we'll do 6 yellow concrete on each side. And then fill in above them with light gray. Then a 2x2 of light gray on each side. And then we'll come down and around the back with yellow concrete. Then 3 light gray on the top of each side. And on this back middle, we're going to put a black concrete because there's a window. Then a light gray above it, and then we'll come 3 wide with light gray in front of it and fill in this whole roof up to the front of this section with light gray concrete. Just like that. Back here, we're going to put a light gray stained glass paint on the bottom of each side, then a yellow on each side, then a black, and then a light gray to round that off. And this is the basis for our cab control car here, and now we have to build our regular coach car behind it here. So we're going to come down to the back here and put 2 andesite slabs on this middle. Then behind that, a set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Behind that, we're going to do a 3x3 of deep slate brick walls. Behind that, a set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Behind that, we're going to do 2 rows of 3 smooth stone blocks. Then we'll skip a block here and put 2 rows of 3 chiseled polished blackstone with a gap of space between it. Then we'll skip a block again and 2 rows of 3 lodestone. Then a set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle, a 3x3 of deep slate brick walls. Then another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Then right behind that, we're going to do 2 rows of 3 lodestone, skip a block, 2 rows of 3 chiseled polished blackstone. Skip a block, 2 rows of 3 smooth stone. Then a set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Then a 3x3 of deep slate brick walls. And a final set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Then on the upper hitbox of the middle behind this, we're going to do 2 andesite slabs and then a polished deep slate slab. Now come through and put a dark oak skate on the middle of each of the 3 trucks here. And do the same thing on this side. And then we'll come through with a wither skeleton skull and put one on the sides of all the wheels. Same thing for this truck. And same thing for this truck. Then we'll come up here with light gray concrete and we'll make a T-shape above these andesite slabs like this. And then we'll go ahead and fill this whole bottom in on this layer, 3 wide, with light gray concrete. And just keep bringing it down here. Then one on the middle right here like this. Then we're going to go to yellow concrete and do a T-shape of yellow on this end. And a T-shape of yellow on this end. Now we'll come up here. 3 light gray across here, black concrete in the middle. Then a T-shape of light gray above it. And I actually just realized with these stained glass panes, it needs to be light gray next to the black concrete. So I had to fix that on this one, on each side. And repeat it here, light gray stained glass pane, yellow, and 2 light gray. Then we're going to copy that down here, 3 light gray across this, black in the middle, T-shape of light gray above it. Then on the corner, light gray stained glass panes, then yellow, then 2 light gray. Then we need to come up on this middle truck here and knock out this center row because that's where the car splits and it's articulated. And we'll put 3 polished deep slate walls in that gap. Then we're going to come to this end here on the bottom and we're going to do 2 yellow concrete, 2 by 2 of light gray. Then 6 yellow concrete, 2 by 2 of light gray. Then 3 yellow concrete. Then we'll fill in these gaps up here with light gray. Then we'll just come through, copy our pattern of yellow concrete across to this side, and then copy our pattern of light gray across. Then we'll fill the top of this section 3 wide with light gray to the back of this section. Then we'll go around this with polished deep slate walls. And then we'll work on the back section. So 3 yellow concrete here, 2 by 2 of light gray. Then 6 yellow concrete, 2 by 2 of light gray, and 2 yellow. Fill these gaps up here with light gray. Then come over here, copy your pattern of yellow concrete. Then copy your pattern of light gray concrete. And then finally we'll fill the whole top, 3 wide, with light gray concrete up here. And now we have our base for our regular coach car. And we'll move on and start working on the top. We're going to take yellow carpet, one on the middle back here, and then we're going to come up each side of the top with yellow carpet. We'll stop where these walls are, skip over it, and then same thing, come down each side of the top with yellow carpet. Then one on this middle, one on this middle, and same thing, come up each side with it. Leave this gap open, come up each side of this section. And then one on this front middle, right here. Now we'll do the pantograph. We're going to come 1 block behind this yellow carpet and put a sideways dark oak skate. Behind it, we need 2 polished deep slate slabs on the upper hitbox. then a dark oak fence gate behind it. Up here, we're going to put 2 iron bars. On the front, we're going to come up 1 and forward 1. Then right here, up 1 and back 1. Then out to each side by 1. Then we'll open a fence gate on the side of this. And on this side. Then we're going to grab iron trapdoors. Come up here. We're going to put 3 iron trapdoors across this. Then we'll knock out the iron bar on either side down here. Then behind this, we're going to skip a block, 2 deep slate tile slabs, polish andesite slab, 2 deep slate tile. Then take a wither skeleton skull, come to the back, right here, put a wither skeleton skull, and then 1 right here. In front of this, we'll put a polish andesite slab, skip a block, polish blackstone button. Then come back here, polish andesite slab, skip a block and a button, skip a block, 2 deep slate tile slabs, 2 polish andesite, 2 deep slate tile. Then we'll come back here, put a wither skeleton skull back here, in front of it a polish andesite slab, skip a block, polish blackstone button. Now we have to do the pantograph for this back car. So a sideways dark oak fence gate, then 2 polished deep slate slabs on the upper hip box. Behind it, a fence gate. Then we'll do 2 iron bars up here, up 1, forward 1, then right here, up 1, back 1. Out to each side by 1. Open a fence gate on either side of it. Then 3 iron trapdoors on this top. And take out the iron bar on either side. Then we're going to come behind here, 2 deep slate tile slabs here, 2 polish andesite, 2 deep slate tile. Then a wither skeleton skull here and here. In front of this, polish andesite slab on each side, skip a block, and a polished blackstone button on each side. Then right here, 2 deep slate tile slabs, 2 polish andesite, 2 deep slate tile. Then back here, a wither skeleton skull, then a polish andesite slab, skip a block, polish blackstone button. Now all our top details are done. And now we have a bunch of banner work to do. So we're going to come into a loom, and we're going to work on our stripe banners first. So we're going to take a light gray banner and yellow dye here. We're going to do one with the top half yellow and a second one with the bottom half yellow. Then we're going to go to blue dye and put a blue horizontal on the middle of both of these. Then this one with the yellow on bottom goes on the side here, and one on this side here. Then switch to the one with the yellow on top, and we're going to come through the whole side of the train, everywhere there's yellow concrete, and hang the banner with the yellow on top. And we'll do that on both sides of the train here. And we'll just keep it coming here until there's one of these banners on every single piece of yellow concrete on both sides of the train. Now come back into a loom with a black banner and light gray dye. We're going to put a border on it, then this plus shape, and then make the bottom half light gray. Then we're going to do a new black banner here, light gray dye, and put a border on it, then make the bottom half yellow here. Then we're going to do one more black banner and just make the bottom half yellow. And we'll also need a piece of black concrete. We're going to come place these everywhere there's these gaps. We're going to put these ones for the doors. And just come down the whole side of the train. Everywhere there's this gap in this stripe, put 2 of these banners for all the doors. And then of course, we're going to do the same thing on this side of the train. So just come through and put 2 of these banners in all of the gaps here. Then the other two are going to be for our windows here, and they have a specific pattern. So we're going to take this one with the light gray border on it. We're going to put two here. Then for this next section, in these gaps between the doors, we're going to take the banner with the light gray border on it, and we're going to put one at each end next to each set of doors. So one here and here. Then the middle windows are bigger, so this is where we use the just black and yellow ones. Put 4 of them there. Then there's one small window on this back section behind this door, so we're going to put one banner that has the gray border right here. Then on this next section, we're going to put 2 of them here, then one at each end of this section, and then 4 of the black and yellow ones in the middle. Then 2 of the border ones here. Then 2 of the border ones here, one at each end here, 4 of the black and yellow ones in the middle. Then 2 of the border ones here. Then 2 of the border ones here, one at each end of this, 4 of the black and yellow ones in the middle, 2 of the border ones here. Then we have to repeat the whole process here. So 2 border ones here, 1 here and here, 4 black and yellow ones in the middle. 2 border ones here, 2 here, 1 at each end here and here. 4 black and yellow ones in the middle. Then 2 border ones here. Then 2 border ones here, 1 at each end here and here. 4 black and yellow ones in the middle. 2 border ones here, 2 here. 1 at each end here and here. 4 black and yellow ones in the middle. Then 2 border ones right here. So this completes our build of the cab control car here and the regular coach car. What we need to do next is use the structure command to copy in, or just build, and we need to copy in a second regular coach car here, and then copy in another cab car at the other end, but facing the opposite way here. And there we have it, folks. This completes our build of our 1:1 scale LRTA1 2G LRV 1100. And you can see it with its bigger version right next to it over there. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.